Mark, Delru, and Fantasy. Fantasy, the one, of course, being in there with the tutorials on YouTube. Either way, we are going live here into this match. Going to take it away here with the scopes. We'll be seeing Fantasy on scope, actually. And then Euphoria still waiting to get out of spawn there. So Fantasy's got no worries about that early pick. Going to go for the jump. Unable to hit anything. Didn't really try and adapt his aim as soon as he jumped there. Just kind of went for a pre-aim spot and shot. 3-2 split by the looks of it. A lot heavy B push. Minx coming out with 2 frags as Blackman Cower drop. Mark with the return frag, but Sharks grabbing himself one. And again, a flurry of frags. Euphoria is your last man standing, and his slow moving out of spawn seems to have saved him there. But will in the end be taken out by Delru. Quick round there from Probobs. Very fast B push. And a quick look over the scoreboards. You see Delru with 3 frags, Minx on 2. A very good start from them. Let's see if we can catch some of this SMG actions. Extremely fast pushes. Curse in first here into A. Misses all the nades. Going to be pushing all the way to the front 8. See if he can catch anyone off guard. There's going to be one coming to his left. And it is Delru. Delru getting the better of him. Is tagged up. He is moving towards that station side. There is one right behind there. He hears gunfire going off. Doesn't land the frag. No, slide takes him out. Blackman in there with the reply frag. Euphoria trying to hold that cross but can't see anything. Fantasy on that scope takes out Minx. And I'm really surprised to see Fantasy on scope. Everyone knows him as such a brilliant SMG. And honestly, I would have expected him to for Blackman to be scoping, but it seems not that way. So quite curious to hear what's going on at the Probob camp. Mark here with that front spawn. Let's see what he can do. It's going to be pushing towards that B side. Delru the previous rounds did push all the way to spawn side. Looks like he's going to be doing the same. Does take that B shot push. And there's 2 players right in front of him. Does spot one, shoots him out through the smoke. That is Minx down. Spots another, takes out Sly. And will finally be shut down by Sharks, who grabs himself 2 on the same note. Now Blackman pushing out of Link with an AK. And it's so weird. I expect him to see him with the scope, but Fantasy is, of course, the man with that gun. And now we have Curse in underlook. He's pushed all the way out of Cafe. He's going to have to fall back. He doesn't have any cover. And Fantasy is going to pick him off quite easily with that frag on the, with that SMG. And Fantasy with the 30s it takes out Euphoria. And that's going to be a 3-0 scoreline. And Team Empire really need to start whipping up some defense. Start laying down some strats. And really prevent the Empire team from pushing in. Towards B side, does get taken out by Delru. Minx pushing up towards spawn building as Sly gets himself into position on A. Euphoria grabbing himself a second one as he takes out Delru. And Probobs for the first time seems to be the man behind. I take that back. Nade coming in from Fantasy and a Deagle to take out Euphoria. And once again, Probobs are right back into this one. They are not struggling by any means. They are walking in, gunning down anything that moves and getting that bomb down. Blackman here moving in for that plant. Curse takes out Blackman. He is trying to stop that bomb plant. Fantasy's going to finish him off though. And of course Fantasy, no doubt, superb with the scope. And having picked up an SMG as an equally deadly force. It's not many scopes that are as dangerous with an SMG as they are with their scope. Fantasy's going to grab himself yet another frag, taking our Slice, sitting on 10 frags after only 4 rounds. Probably the most versatile player I know at this point, playing that scope and SMG so well. Euphoria's going to go for the jump. Unfortunately, does miss it. Fantasy gets to move out away from that hotel area. And the Probob nades are going to be raining down onto Empires to try and push into that A side. Sharks are going to be pushing in slow, but he has got an AK. And it's going to be so difficult for him to try and hold this one back. Does spot one on the wall, takes him out. There's another one there towards front. He's got to move towards Cafe. He's got so much to cover. And unfortunately, not enough guns to do it with. And Fantasy's going to want to shut him down. Blackman pushing forward. Mark coming in from behind, taking it to 5-0. This is ridiculously quick play. And with that, we will see Fantasy now on those 12 frags. Delru trying to push up, trying to make something of it. There's so much smoke in the road. They really are denying Empire to get any cross on that street to see where they're going. Curse trying to move over this garage wall. Sharks grabbing himself a second of the round as he takes out Mark. Blackman to finally shut him down. Curse is pushing all the way up the street. Does actually get played out through the smoke. Cower taking him down. And that's slightly evened out the scoreline. Of the team board Euphoria trying to push out this front here. But as a scope, really think he's out of position and overplaying his role. Although he meets up with the scope and Fantasy's going to deagle him down. And now Minx pushing out towards double bomb, gets taken out by a nade. Fantasy really holding onto that nade quite late. Sly's going to be pushing onto Statue. He's going on the other side. Blackman's going to be rotating towards the B bomb and get it down over there, while his teammate Cower is going to be just toying with Sly at the moment. And Cower takes it to 6-0. Incredible play from Probobs. Wow. Just incredible. Absolute annihilation coming out from Probobs at the moment. Mark getting a really fast front spawn. Going to be taking full advantage of this one. Goes for that cross. Pops out a nade and it's going to be late, but it's still going to catch the first people in to that A side. Does take out Sly. Smokey does hear 1, 2's left hand side. Takes out Curse 2. There's a third one there, but Minx is going to deny him the frag. But he's done his damage. He's taken out 2 players and dropped. And now Minx needs to try and hold back this rocket that is flying through A towards that bomb site. Sharks taking out Fantasy, down to 3-on-3. And now the fakes on the bomb are going out to see if they can draw out any nades. Minx doesn't have any though, and that's going to mean the bomb goes down uncontested. Now Probobs need to sit back. They don't need to do anything. The objective has changed hands. It is now in the hands of Empire, and Coward taking out Minx. Gonna slow down their retake of the bomb side. Sharks onto Delru, down to a 2-on-2. Blackmane and Cow are working together to watch that cross. Blackmane's going to be sitting inside. He doesn't want to give us position, but he is going to be so exposed as soon as they come around that corner. He does take out Sharks. He knows where the other one is. Euphoria lands a shot there onto Blackmane, and now Coward just needs to lay down. He knows it's a scope. He doesn't need a peek. There's only 10 seconds left on the clock. There is no way Coward's going to let Euphoria defuse this. Time's going to run out. He's going to peek out, take out Euphoria. It's going to take it to 7-0. Empire have died every single round. Every single one of Empire's players have died. Every single round. Like, it's literally not been around. I mean, usually you'll see the 1 or 2 guys that'll actually seem like they're holding a weapon or trying to save a gun in CSS and, you know, have that one round that they didn't die. But Empire have literally died every single round so far in this matchup. Pro, Cower, and Blackmane taking the lives of 2 Empire players. Before Curse gets that reply, Delru pushes in, and again, lightning fast round here from Empire. I mean, I'd say they need to try and anti-strat it, but they actually need to call a timeout. There's no way during the round that Empire can actually say, wait a minute guys, let's try this. It's just, it's too quick for them. Oh, where's Sly? I want to take it away with Sly here. With that SMG, going to be pushing towards the front A side, see if he can get onto that garage wall. There's already one into A, and he's got to be quick here. He does put someone here through the smoke. Will he be able to land the frag? He does take out Mark. There's another one there towards the underlook area. And it is Fantasy 2's right-hand side, but there's way too much spray coming in from everywhere. And that pressure that he applied has slightly slowed down Probobs. As of course they need to turn around and neutralize that player. Delru and Fantasy right back into the action. Those that take out Minx and Euphoria. And there we go. Sharks takes out Blackmane, but Fantasy on the return frag. And that's going to take it to 9-0. Just, wow. Lost for words at the moment. I mean, these guys really are playing up to the name. They are playing like the pros. I say they're playing like the pros. They are being the pros right now. Coward taking out Sharks. Euphoria trying to find a cross somewhere. Trying to look for a frag anyway, but Blackmane with an AK long range is going to finish him off. It's going to be him out of this mixture in the round. Minx trying to get into a covering position. Curse and Sly work together to neutralize Cower and Delru, but Mark quickly taking out both of those players, and now it's all down to Minx. And he has spotted Mark. Wow, lands the double headshot to take him out, but Fantasy with the nade. Really holding on to that nade late, and of course with map knowledge like Fantasy, you can pretty much nade anywhere on the map from any location and get the frag. Cower having that front spawn has actually picked up an SMG, and it's good to see that the team's adapting. Whoever has the front spawn, they're not afraid to give that SMG and allow him that opportunity to push and see if he can deny the players trying to get into that statue area. Cower not really on the ball. They does get taken out by Sly. Euphoria onto Blackmane. Kurtz grabbing a frag from Garage Wall. And now Euphoria with that scope lands the shot there onto Mark. Brilliant one, but Fantasy in with the reply. Has that SMG. Now lands another headshot onto Curse. He's in a 1 versus 2 situation. There is one towards Bins to his left-hand side. I don't know if he knows the player's there and he's unable to land the shot there or land the kill there onto Sharks. And Sharks is going to take him out, but really close. So Sharks was on quite low health there. And now we'll see Fantasy on 21 frags before the end of the half. I mean, some players are over the moon if they get like 15 frags in a half. But Fantasy is just not going to stop by any means. Takes out Sharks early in the round, up to 22 frags now. Mark pushing out of that B link, and now it's just going to start clearing up the board. There's only 2 players left. Make that 1. It is the end of the half. It's 11-1 scoreline, and we have Fantasy sitting on 23 frags. There's not much you can say to that. There really is not. It's just wow. And I mean, looking over at the other side, you got Empire. Their frags, their kill spread isn't all that massive coming from 2nd place to last place. But, I mean, you can't rely on Sharks to try and stop a Probobs push by the looks of things. And now we'll have to see what Empire can do, how they're going to come back from this one. Because they need to get quite a few rounds here on the board. I will give it to them that much, that it is 12 PM in Russia at the time that they are playing. So they have got the time against them, and of course their energy levels rather being depleted towards the end of this day. And now it seems that they are fighting back. It seems they do know how to attack, as they have taken it to 2-2 on the team board. And now Sharks and Euphoria working together. Euphoria has made some noise coming around that front, and it is Sharks to come around that corner, takes out Fantasy. And now try and find Delru. He knows there's 2 around the corner, and Euphoria is going to spot him in the head. Finishes off Delru, takes it to 11-2, and hopefully it's not the last round they take right now. Let's see if let's actually take it away with Euphoria here. See if he can get something. Does get that early A Bins nade out. The rest of his team seem to be going towards that B side. Well, it's actually a split. They have kept the bomb towards A, so it has the ability to rotate to any bomb they need. Euphoria pushing up towards that Cafe side. Needs to be careful of people pushing out Cafe, but that's not going to happen right now. Slime pushing towards single palm, or looking towards single palm, takes out Delru. And Empire looking a whole lot stronger on this half. Sly smoking up that Bins. He knows this one there, and does land the shot there through the smoke onto Blackman, predicting that he would try and that Blackman would try and look under the smoke. And now Sharks taking out Cow Fantasy onto Euphoria. He is in a 1 versus 5, and this to put his team onto game point. Shots are being fired, does get tagged up. Going to be re-peeking towards that car. Lands the shot there onto Curse. Spots another one, but unable to land the shot there onto Sharks. Sharks is going to take him down, and it's going to be 3-11, still in favor of Probobs, of course. Fantasy on 25 frags, though. His nearest contender is Sharks, who is on 15, but it is a 10 frag difference. Let's see if we can find Sharks here and see what he's doing. Let's take him right from the start. And going to be getting the typical arcade nades and smokes. Now make sure his team's covered, make sure he's laying down some covering fire. Curse and Sly working together on those SMGs. Mark and Blackman are down, and now Empire are going to be pushing in towards this A side. Let's see if we can find a player in here. It is Delru, does take a one around the corner. There's one far away from him. He's able to pick up an AK, lands a second one onto Curse. There's a third one around the corner from him. Fantasy's helping him out though. He does land the frag onto Euphoria, but Fantasy, probably the weirdest way to congratulate his teammate on a 3-man is to kill him. And unfortunately, well, unfortunately for Empire, that team kill was not enough to win them the round. Probobs do take a 2-game point. It is 12-3 in favor of Probobs. Let's see if Fantasy can get an early pick. He's watching towards that B cross. He hasn't seen anyone move over that side, and immediately he knows it's going to be an A push. Puts all his attention towards that Cafe side, allowing his SMGs to only work the front A entrance. And we can see Curse finally pushing in here. Delru has gone there, and Cafe has tagged him up, but is Euphoria. And he's going to be pushing forward. Currently a 4-on-4. Fantasy taking out Sharks. Curse is trying to push up into this mid area. He has heard a player rotating behind them. He's going to relay that to his team. And as you can see, Minx is quickly on that one. And going to be laying down that covering fire. Blackmane takes out Curse. Fantasy onto Euphoria. Minx is your last man standing. And Delru is going to take it onto Minx. And it is going to be a 13-3 scoreline. Wow. Incredible. incredible play from Probobs, really coming out on a whole new level to win this EMS match. And there you have it, dudes.